Ladies and gentlemen, friends, Dragon Knights, Spellweavers, Rangers, and Steam Mechanics, welcome to another edition of the Daily Drakensang on your favorite channel, Embracing the Journey. This is Joshua King, aka Atom Lied, and we are continuing in the desert, finishing up the mainline quests on that road, as you can see down here, to level 55 when the real game begins. But we're trying to get the mainline quest done first. As I explained in the last video, just not quite powerful enough to be able to survive in the parallel worlds on Painful by myself. That said, I've messaged on Discord, and I'll say on here, if you ever want to group with me, and I'm recording, believe me, you're more than welcome to be on here and get featured as a player. Show off those sweet skills that you have, especially all of you that have worked very hard and put many hours into building your character at a high level. You got an opportunity to show it off with a group on here, and of course you can make your own content as well. There's a few people that I'm subscribed to that I check up with their content because there's also some great content for other people as well. And as for this content right here, we're going to take care of these quests, and we got to go to the Temple of Agony to do that. I'm collecting a shovel. Just a shovel. Somebody's getting buried. I'm not sure who, but apparently these Shadagan fighters, they've got one for me. And canceling, now we're putting it back on. Alright, because I want to find them. So here we go. We're going to kill everything we see because we're still trying to get experience. This is right here is the skill set that was shared with me 2 days ago by a group I was running with. This slower but safer build going in here. And like with all of the episodes of the Daily Drakensang, this will be about 1 hour. And then I will stop recording, but I'll still be in the game. I'll still be playing for a while today. Later on, when I finally finish up that new apartment that I have, I will be streaming on Twitch, and that's basically where you'll find me. I will make my video for the Daily Drakensang, and then I will get on Twitch, and y'all can watch me live. So that is the plan. Certainly I'm open to suggestions on changes to that, adaptations, better ways to do that so that it's more entertaining for all of you. Certainly you can leave that in the comments. And also you can leave your likes and subs and ringing the bell to remind you of every day that I put these up. I've kind of thought of a schedule for these. Kind of like a morning show. I would like to do this Monday through Friday, 5 days a week. For those of you who are interested in Magic the Gathering, that will be once a week. That is MTG Arena Adventures. I've got 2 episodes of that up right now, and I will be recording episode 3 probably Saturday, and then probably Saturday, and then the episode will be put on there Sunday. Although I'm thinking also possible is doing them on Sunday, just because Sunday is when the goals refresh in Arena. But enough about that game. We're in Drakensang right now, and we're killing scorpions and collecting books and getting experience. And all beetles must die. All beetles must die. Shout out to the Prodigy. I love their music. Their song, "The Day Is My Enemy," is one that I've had stuck in my stuck on my playlist for a bit now. Going back to Arena real briefly, deck I play in Arena is Boros Aggro. It's the one I'm tearing up with. I'm currently at Diamond 3. But The Day Is My Enemy is kind of the theme song for that. There's a particular video which is super awesome where that song is played over clips from Mad Max Fury Road, and it is quite entertaining. I definitely recommend that video. In fact, I will put it in I'll put the link to that video in the description. And that's a policy of mine. Any time that I quote or reference something in a video that I think I might need to help people find a little bit, I will go ahead and put the link, or at least describe it in the comments. That way you can just click once and get to it. Alright, we got a big fire. Oh, and there you go. But we still gotta stay out of the ring, so stay out of that burning ring of fire until it's over. We need to kill the snakes. Snakes are what's going to drop the shovel. And the blue scorpion. Yeah, there we go. Blue scorpion's down. We're still having to kill snakes. It's a single drop, so it's going to be a little bit before it drops, because that's generally the smaller amount of an item you need, the rarer the drop is, or the farther along in the quest line, the rarer it is. Because that was a pack of them, and still working for the shovel. For some reason, Mystery Men comes to mind when I think of grabbing a shovel. Mystery Men, a few things come to mind, but mainly that one. When you literally have a superhero that's based on the fact that he can wield shovels especially well. Oh. Alright, there we go. Killing. I mean, as you can see, we've got our monster kill challenge, so even though we're not getting the shovel, we're still building towards something. As we go along. So, I'll keep y'all filled in on real life. Said I'm getting that new apartment. The lease was signed yesterday, which I talked about. Today, I went to go finalize having Google Fiber. And it was free. Free Google Fiber. Of course, it was free for like 1 megabyte upload, 2 megabyte or something download. And yeah, that's not going to work for streaming on Twitch, is it? so I'm going to be paying for it, $70 a month, and that gets me 1,000 megabits, I think, something like that. The unit is 1,000. It isn't easily enough to stream on Twitch. That's the point, and it's going to be worth the money. You might have noticed I've got one subscriber, and thank you, Duria the Brave, for that subscription. I really hope to get more subscriptions from people on Drakensang Discord, and any of you that are watching. That said, I'm segueing into the fact that eventually at some point there's enough subscribers I may consider opening up an account on Patronage. And certainly that would be quite the blessing if I was to get donations to this channel, but that's a ways away, I think. The friends at Black Dragon Gaming certainly get that, and I Patreon their channel myself. And looks like we got the shovel finally, so I'm apparently digging all around hoping to find the special dig spot. And we're digging up a stone fragment while still fighting these snake friends. Yeah. Patreon Black Dragon Gaming, your one-stop place for Pathfinder 1st, 2nd edition, Final Fantasy Herald of Dawn, all that good stuff. So certainly, like with every video, I'll have a link to that too. You can show them some love. They're the reason this channel exists, because I'm staying with the creator of that channel right now for the next couple days, and then I'll finally be able to lay my head on an IKEA built couch. And I put a meme on the Discord about that, and I've got 22 confused face things. There's a story behind that motivational, which I'll tell on here, and if anybody asks on Discord, I'll tell on Discord. But essentially, back when I was playing this years ago, everybody complained about that players just pay to win. Now I don't know if it's still that extreme. Like the pay to win is super serious. It seems like it's not as bad, but I mean, who knows? And there we go. We complete that part. Collect the cage key from fighters and spitters, but apparently we can still dig up the spots. I'm gonna do it just to clear them off the map. Anyway, the story is that people used to complain all the time about pay to win. I was one of them. And Magic was the same way. I used to complain about rich deck wins. Until all of a sudden I'm spending hundreds of dollars on commander decks. And in this case, until I'm spending not hundreds of dollars on Drakensang, but still, a decent amount of money to get gems and stuff. And so it's, basically I've, that's the joke. So I complain about pay to win, yet I spent almost $3,000 on IKEA yesterday for all the stuff in my apartment. And then, of course, I spent some money in Drakensang. So that's the funny part. Granted, I'm well aware that when you have to explain the joke, it becomes far less funny. Anyway, something that's not funny is all these scorpions. We need to get rid of them. You will find any master segue. Alright. Yeah, we gotta get rid of them. There we go as far as hitting them, not getting rid of them. The tree folk will help with that. Now we'll get rid of them on our own. And we'll get rid of these question marks. Because I'm a fan of the Riddler, but maybe not so much in this game. And let's use the optimal stuff before. Oh. And I wanted to fire into the scorpion mob, and I had already clicked it. Not a professional at playing this game, not yet. And two more of my fourth there, and clear them out, just get them off the map. I mean, we're still making progress because we're still fighting those fighters and spitters, so possible they'll drop that cage key, so we're still making progress in that regard. We still have to fight the mobs and stuff, and possibly key will drop from them. So. Alright, more question marks. 4 more, we'll be able to finally have them off the map, be able to focus on what we need to focus on. Let's get that chest. Boom, 156 coins. And we're going to march across the sand. And it looks like I got an email. We'll check that email later. I was checking with the apartment for also where their on-site laundry is, because I didn't bother to ask that earlier. Turns out there's a few, that while my building doesn't have it, there's a few buildings next to it that have it, because the apartment complex has several buildings, and my apartment is in one of those. So, point is, no waiting in long lines to get my work shirt washed. That's the point. And there we go. That is a stone fragment off of that big boss. We still got to collect the cage key though, but we got that stone fragment thingy. And I'd love to collect these items. Thank you. There we go. Collect this cage key. Actually, I'm gonna collect it and see if there's. Okay, so we got it. That's why we got to re-enter the map. All right. We'll give us a chance to sell some things. Yeah, I got Google Fiber. I've got the box sitting in the new apartment. I've got a bunch of things sitting in the new apartment. It's about half of my stuff is moved in. The other half is what I'm looking at right now, up and above my laptop, on the opposite side of the camera. And see the question mark for the plus. We can turn that in possibly. Please. There's the stone fragment. Are we going to freeze? Oh, thank goodness. Oh, this game makes me wince whenever it does that. It acts like it wants to freeze up whenever you turn a quest in. It was doing that a little bit yesterday, and it was a pain in the butt. But I think I want to just go to the Great Desert to get to where I'm going. I'm not super. There's a little bit of this map I'm not familiar with. I believe Great Desert links to 3 different possible places. I went ahead and flipped through the email real quick. Nothing important. Can't escape all the junk email, I suppose. Blue Scorpion, and so let's optimize this a little bit. I did, and I keep forgetting it, but I did set my Razer mouse to where Adrenaline is now on a shortcut. That's really good because I have my fingers 1 through 3 on the with my left hand, and of course I can reach 4 quite easily, but reaching 5 is a stretch. So putting 5 on the as you can see right there, putting 5 on the this little left button on the side of the mouse is really helpful. For some strange reason, though, I can't assign the bottom button. Like, there's 2 buttons on the side that kind of look like volume controls, like you would on a TV remote. I can click the left one, the top one, but I can't assign the bottom one to anything. And that's Discord dinging. Somebody may have responded to something I said, or possibly just anything. I think it dings if anybody sends any kind of response. We will certainly put this at. Well, I don't like to put it at half. I don't like to put it in a window whenever I'm streaming or recording. So we'll just have to check up on that later. If it's somebody responding to me and you're in the game right now, please feel free to send me a whisper. That would be lovely. There you go. Oh, inventory's full. Duh. I'm staring at it showing up 3 or 4 times. It's like, read the message, idiot. Right. So, we go sell them off. We'll gem up a couple slots. Oh, no. Don't sell the stone. We need that stone. We can sell the potion, though. Don't need that. See, I got 26 and 15, so I'm good. I had to switch those around so that the 26s get saved. There we go. And then I'll switch that one. Well, no, we want that. I don't think we'll ever use concentration potions, but it doesn't hurt. I suppose to have them. And I know I'm getting hit, but I can endure it for the moment. Oh, no. Back you go. Okay. So let's get the gems in, and then we'll deal with this thing that's not going to kill me because it's not going to be able to do too quickly. Now, knock on wood. There we go. Alright. Now we'll deal with them. Alright. I knew I had enough time. Sandling, you were doing a butt instinct. And then y'all are doing a butt instinct. How about we get the tree folk to heal us? Heal us, tree folk, so we can finish selling this stuff. It's always like that, ain't it? You try to sell your stuff, and people just pester you. It's like, you're not busy, right? Yeah, I'm trying to sell my loot. Thank you. Die. I guess I see the red skull and no Captain America, so I guess we ought to check see if we can kill the bug today, or if it's gonna glitch on us. But first, the blue snake, blue Arbok. Oh! Yeah. Never underestimate the power of a poison pod, or poison pod, poison pool, poison. Is not the catchy little number that I'd like it to be. It is bad. And there we go. Explosions. Still not using them. Yeah, use that. And oh, there's Bug. Alright. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Ugh. Yeah, there. Put one in. We gotta see if he's actually gonna die to this. That poison is really starting to. I mean, and it's kind of hypocritical because we're using poison too. So it's like, if you're using poison too, you don't think it's fair? I mean, it's only fair when I use it. What am I doing? I am sorry, ladies and gentlemen, you're having to see me fail like this. Fail really hard. But that's what happens when you have constant mini bosses. And I don't know what that red ring is necessarily, but I don't like it. We are having to retreat farther and farther from this guy, and I do not want him to rubber band. So we're going to have to try to get through this and get to that health. Get to the health. Save that health. And some more. Alright. There we go. Collect those items. The little guy rubber bands, but does the big bug. Possible. But in any case, I don't. Really not too concerned about it because we just got a lot of drops. Which is what I said yesterday about the boss rubber banding his health, is that even if he does, we're still getting some good drops off all the minions that are around him and that keep showing up around him. Alright, so now we've got him by himself for the most part. Let's see. Now, of course, now not. Now all the friends show up. And I missed my net, because of course I do. That's why I keep trying this. I really want to kill that bug. I know its drops are nice. At least nice for this point in the game. And I'm sure the XP is nice too. So. Alright. All I gotta make sure is that he doesn't rebound his health. He's not rubber band that health. There we go. The poison pits is over. Shout outs if you get that reference. If you get any of my references and you comment on it and I see it all, I'll try to, one, see it, and two, shout you out in the next video for getting it. But yes, poison pit is finally over. And you know what, we're going to avoid that blue snake for now, just because I don't want to risk having to fight that bug again. Let's go to the Temple of Agony, and from there I think we go to the closed chamber. As opposed to the open chamber, the slightly ajar chamber, or the went out for lunch chamber. Alright, more scorps. More scorps. None of them saying get over here. I would like them to get over here and die. Alright. And we got our 600. We got our 600 collected. We got a whole friggin' and a ton of coinage. That's done. So now we just need to kill 11 more champions, which I'm sure will be easy to find. When there's trouble, they will not be hard to find. Oh, and that one almost seemed to get absorbed. Low health again. Thought this bill was supposed to keep me safe. It's not doing that great a job of that. Yeah, it's one of those things you start to question whether this new build is as effective as maybe your old one would have been. And I'm using whites right now. I suppose I could use greens if I thought I was really in trouble, but I trust my ability to know when my health is going to be a problem. To know when to get out of the situation. I trust myself on that. So, alright. A little more off that. And we'll go ahead and do that just to kill it. Moving on a little bit. See, we are 2/5 of the way, 40% of the way from level 52. Well, I haven't looked up anybody in groups either because I figured nobody's going to be fighting here except me. So there's no point looking for groups. I haven't seen a soul here. There we go. I've been out a lot today. In fact, I'm thinking I'm getting a call from somebody later today. Probably about 3 in the afternoon. After that, if there's no business I have to go do, I'm probably gonna take a nap. I was up last night. After I got done with my business IKEA, I went to Missy B's for a few hours. For those who don't know, Missy B's is a gay bar in Kansas City that is famous for its drag shows. Very great people, bartenders, patrons, very great. I've made quite a few friends there, which, considering where I came from in Sedalia, I'm very happy to meet friends that are like me. And I talked about that yesterday, so we're not going to go for minutes on about it, but needless to say, it's a great place, great drinks, atmosphere is to die for, it is lovely. I played darts a little bit last night, and that was very fun. Up to that point, I hadn't really played darts in a setting like that since I was a kid, and I played at my grandfather's friend's barbershop. My grandfather's friend owned the barbershop, I should say, make it a little clearer. Owned the barbershop, and I played there as a kid. I hadn't really played like that up till last night. That said, I would like to shine my chest a little bit and do a little of that, because turns out I still got it. I still know how to play darts at it very well. I was out of our 4 people that played, I was second, and I was only a couple of points away from being first. It was quite fun. Also, having 2 goblets full of Kahlua and Bailey's will make it fun as well. Those are interested, that's my drink of choice. Kahlua and Bailey's, aka a mudslide, aka if you've ever watched the movie Deadpool, it's called Blowjob. The videos aren't necessarily PG. They can be rated PG-13. But that's what they're called. But that's not all I drink. I like Captain Morgan and Coke. I like rum chata, which is what happens when rum and Irish cream have a baby. And last night I had the 2 goblets of mudslide, but I also had um, whiskey and ginger ale. One of the people that I was hanging out with recommended that to me. I basically said, "Hey, what should I get?" And that's what they recommended. So I ended up trying that. It was quite nice. It actually tasted like it had a very sour apple taste to it. And I quite liked it. Not as sour as something like Angry Orchard. I'm not the biggest fan of Angry Orchard because it's just a little too sour. Especially when you consider alcohol and the fact that if you drink a lot of alcohol, you probably need some water to go with it. So, if alcohol is already dehydrating you just based on being alcohol, and then you're drinking something sour as well, it's kind of one of those things where you end up rubbing your tongue against your teeth trying to figure out how to moisturize. Just a little much. But no, the ginger ale and the whiskey was perfect as far as it's sour enough but not too sour. It had that little slight appley taste. So there we go. And that said, a couple nights ago I was at Missy B's the Saturday night drag show, and they had candy apple shots, and I tried that, and that was great. So I'm willing to try a lot of new drinks. As a policy, I don't get drunk. I don't like to not be in control of my own actions. But as far as having a few drinks and some laughs with friends, I'm all for that. And if you're ever in the Kansas City area and you'd like to go see some very entertaining shows, come out to Missy B's on a Saturday night, or that's when we have the kind of drag showcase. You can also come out on Thursday night to see Dick Von Dyke. He's quite entertaining. Obviously a play on Dick Van Dyke, but he's called Dick Von Dyke. Wednesdays is Drag Family Feud. That I've seen that once. That was very fun, and it's the audience participates in that, which makes it even better as we go to Wisdom and we sell some more stuff. Tuesdays karaoke. Mondays is I'm not sure what Mondays is. Every night has a show at CJ, but I'm not sure what Mondays is. Sunday is a show called Slay, and it's a duet, and it's also somewhat auditory, audience participated. All of it's auditory. All of it is audience participated, but auditory participated. But the Slay, like Drag Family Feud, is very much audience participation. And I like that. I like the earlier act. Not just, hey, here's my folded up dollar bill for you to come and collect while you shake your ass in front of me. Any groove thing and all that stuff, as fine as that is. So, and I'm getting a lot of people buzzing me on Discord. I may go ahead and just window this for a second just to check it out. Because if somebody is trying to talk to me, yeah, let's do that. Speaking of audience participation, let's see if we have some audience participation. Yeah. Let's window this for just a second. See what's going on. Okay, so I don't think it's anybody for me. Doesn't help that I'm... there you go. So ladies and gentlemen, if you've never seen the Drakensang Discord, this is what it is. There you go. I don't even know if you're seeing it. You may not be seeing it on screen. I'll pass on... yeah, you're not really seeing it on screen. Okay, so let's go back to full screen. Sorry for that delay. I was trying to see if anyone was trying to chat with me on Discord. See, that's where it's going to be valuable too on Twitch, because I'll be able to be on the Twitch and okay, Black Dragon Gaming's talking to me, or talking. I'll be able to be on Twitch and I'll be able to check Discord on the laptop at the same time. So, like, you're going to notice in these first few videos, there's going to be some flubbery, there's going to be some mistakes. For example, the fact that I didn't have my camera covering the entire chat on the video, and Tommy from BDG mentioned that, hey, you ought to do that, cover the entire chat. I had only covered it partially, and that was a Durious suggestion from the Discord. But then Tommy suggested I cover all of it, so I did so, and that's why it's a little different. Again, there's going to be changes to the way I do these every time, just because of adapting and learning. So here we go, opening the cage. Now we don't talk to Zara, we just do that, and then I guess we go back to entering the closed chamber. We pick up the green boot, and then go enter the closed chamber. Kill a score. It's going to be, I'm going to collect my taxes and enter the closed chamber. I'm going to feed the Marmalukes and enter the closed chamber. Like, it's going to be like yesterday. I'm never going to get to do the thing I want to do because I'm going to have so many things in the way. I want to exploit all the scorpions, but unfortunately it's in the way, and I have a Mystic Cube again. We're really collecting those. Guys, blue scorpion again, I think. Yep, and it's fire scorpion, so we're going to stay out of its ring of fire here. Now we'll go in using the hot button on my mouse. That's why it was so speedy. See, that's the one unfortunate part, because I have my fingers on the numbers up top here. It's almost impossible for me to use the shift button to stay in place. That might be something I try to check out too, see if I can hotkey that to the mouse. That would be literally the one other button I really think I ought to have on some kind of hotkey is shift. That way I can stay in place, stay stationary, especially for bosses. That really helps. Okay, so let's port back to the Great Desert. See where we're supposed to go at this point, or where the direction is we're at. Sorry for the yawning again. A little bit tired because went out and had a party. There's our closed chamber. There it is. And the entry requirement is the gray Doritos. So there we go. All new stuff. So I don't know if this is a boss fight, just another enclosed mob area. Now I know it's a boss. Especially because of the giant hand of Doom standing right there. Which, once we beat the boss, considering I have 41 secret lair offerings, I will go ahead and check that secret offering place out. Also, I have over 100 keys, so we can open up the big giant chest in there. And for the first time, I can see what exactly pops out of it. But first, above all else, let's sell all that stuff. Keep the inventory empty. Let's also put our essence on orange, just in case this boss is of Super Saiyan strength. I see chains. Chains, Mortal Kombat 2 spikes, and suddenly here comes the bull. And I don't want to get his horn, so I think we're going to just... Oh, we're going to misfire that explosive arrow, and I'm going to feel very bad about it, and we're going to hit the leaderboard button and feel very bad about that too. And for some reason, he has a tornado coming out of his mouth. Weird is weird. Alright, fire another arrow. Stay away from the Cody / Rashid-like arrows. Also, Zoltan Cool fired arrows in his boss fight, I recall. So And of course we get dancing swords. And mini bowls. Not sponsored by The Rock. Let's go. There's that mini tornado. The tornado's on the ground. Just based on where he's at now health-wise and the fact the orbs are dropping, I think we'll be fine. But let's not look the gift bowl in the mouth here, because I am at very low health right now. But we're going to get the wolves up. Or we're going to get the tree folk up. Snitch on me. Steal that health. And fire another one. There it is up. Oh, get out, get out, get out. Ugh, that's rough. We're going to spend it. We've got it to spend, and I want this boss dead. We're not going to restart this battle. If we have to spend another one, I think we will. But I think that was just You see, you think this is easy. Like, think, oh, there's no way you should be able to miss that. But there's that whole thing about trying to anticipate what your opponent's doing, and and just the nervousness of the moment. Like I said, this is a boss I haven't fought before, and there we go. There we go. I mean, we had to spend 120 internet. That's never good, but we did get some Spalders of the Doomwalker. We have that set already, but still, it'll sell. We get the Mystic Cube, we get the Turquoise Ring. But this one has a higher value. So, yeah. That has and by a significant amount. 20% to all resistance, which is more than that. And same block rate. But yeah, everything's better. And that's because it's level 51, yeah, so. Absolutely. We're not going to equip it just yet because we've got to switch the gems around. What we will do is enter that secret layer combat. I'm not going to switch to whites because I know this area is strong in and of itself. I will certainly, though, put the greens on. I'll take it off the oranges, put it to the greens. There we go. I've got plenty of greens. We'll also wait for it to load. Okay. We're going to go through it once, that way I can collect the 100 lockpick chest. And see what kind of nasties we got in here. And yeah, I've noticed that a lot of times these secret layers have enemies from the previous world. So in this case, the Aztec, Incan, Mayan inspired ones in this one. But then of course I see bowmen from the Eternal Grove, and so yeah, it's a smorgasbord. I.e. Hyrule or Dynasty Warriors, just everybody is here. Oh, and I better watch my health. Watch my health. There we go. Get out of here. Snitch on me, wolves. Snitch on me, wolves. Tree folk, wolves, what have you. Yeah, there's Foxy. Get out of here. Right here, Foxy. We need to kill those. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Oh. Finish off. There we go. We cannot have them bringing back the dead. Alright. Collect the loot. Move on to the next square. And there's the armor guys, which we've seen before. Alright, put him down. Now we'll take care of those boxes. Alright, necklace. Get the tree folk up so you get in here. Get that line of poison up. I didn't go in the... Okay, so I think... Yeah, because that's happened a couple times in a row, so I think we just gotta be patient. We gotta wait a second, target properly, and hit that second one. We're activating adrenaline and then firing it way too quickly. You're firing in, then don't have time to aim it properly. So yeah, let's not do that. Let's aim it properly next time. Take that little extra second and collect the loot, collect the mythic box, collect the gold. Boom, got it. As the blue fireball chases me around. Alright, going down. Sounds like a perfect opportunity for Mr. Net. Mr. Net and Mr. Explosion. And that's how we aim properly, but there we go. Alright. I ought to check that area up, the one little place up here. Let's do that. They'll either keep following me or rubber band back. I want to check this out. Okay, yeah. That is the chest area. All of the chests. Nice flat bullet treasure. Yo. There's our 5. We could afford a 5, but we're going to save for the 100. There we go. Not really a whole lot in them. Couple of gear to sell and some coin, but that's about it. And we can go this direction too, it turns out. So normally in these areas, as you may have seen before, there's a barrier that blocks 2 of the boxes, 2 of those areas. I expect no different here. Alright, get the tree folk up. Snitch me, heal some health. I've been a bad boy and I need you to cover me. Alright. There you go, right there. But that was the placement I wanted, right on the guy with the blue name, Sneaky Red Fur. I've got another name for you, but it's not something I can say in decent society except perhaps in a kennel. Let's go. That is another reference. I won't put the link to that, but if you're a movie buff, you should be able to know that one. Should know that one quite well. Alright. Let's go. More gear. And more chests. At the center is the 5 chest. We need 100. The 100 one is eluding us. It's possible that getting 100 chests is random. Because that's 2 5s. That's 2 chests of 5 lockpicks rather than any of 100, and so that's a little suspicious for me. But let's see, we might be farther down. Alright. I mean, we are definitely going to go after some costumes and pets and emotes after this. Because we're 467 gold. Once we sell, we should be a little more than that. That arrow, that explosive arrow is a little mistimed. I promise you my aim will get better. I think it's a lot of patience. Like, you're trying to kill everything, and then when you hit the panic button, you sometimes just don't have your best aim unless the enemies are right in front of you. That will get better. That comes down to muscle memory and discipline. As much as I enjoy this game and I have fun at it, I also want to be good at it. Like, especially as I get better gear. I don't want to have the better gear be a crutch that compensates for just bad gameplay. This is where that shines, is as you have the lower gear, you're kind of forced to play well. Otherwise you keep dying. And obviously y'all who have watched the videos have seen me die plenty of times. I'm going to take a look real quick at my lockpicks 120. So we'll go ahead and cash. We'll cash in. Oh, well, hold on. Yeah, I just saw it on the map. I am sometimes oblivious to things. There's the chest of the wares. It's nothing too impressive. Oh, well, yeah, gilded clover. Okay, that is nice. That is something valuable. Alright, so that's opened up now. Like I was going to say, considering opening the 5, but I mean, really, we need to save it. So we will. Yeah, we need to save it for opening up 100 when it shows up. Because I think this is the only area that shows up as secret layers. I don't think they show up in any other area. Okay, so So a few orders of business. I guess I was participating in a side quest and didn't know it, so we cashed that too. Side quest first. Cash in the side quests, cash in the main quest, and then we will get those gems transferred to the higher level pauldrons. No, I don't want the crafting table just yet. Okay. Oh, so we're just talking to the woman that was in prison. Yes, we're taking that side quest on. Wreck. The Shadowgame leader Wreck. Yeah. I wouldn't mind doing a defeat all the enemies thing to draw out the boss. There we go. Talk to the Captain Mask. Yeah, so we want to talk to somebody. We get another flashing, hey, and the big flashing one. Act 7, the Curse of the Gold. And that guy's talking to us. Pretty mask. Man, you could possibly be a new member of a Lucha Libre group with a mask like that. Anyway, close it out. Now we talk to Bassam. Little ray of sunshine. I like that. I appreciate that. Scorpion poisons and the Spiky Valley. Alright. So checking our quest line real quick. Yeah, I got 2 of these. I don't really want to. I mean, we're really close to that one being done, so I suppose I'll do that one. And I do notice you actually get some legendary equipment out of it and a decent amount of experience. Okay. Yeah, sure. We're getting decent experience out of it. I'll take it. That said, I'm not going to go after those. There's always a time I can do that. But anyway, we need to find the seller of gems. So let's head up this way. I'm going to transfer those gems over and then get plugged into that better version of the pauldrons. Oh, and real quick while we're at it, let's go ahead and get our essence placement back where it should be. Let's get our gear sold too. There we go. No. Ugh. Hey. Oh. Ah. Wah. No. Well, and finally that one for gem slot. Right, now we'll take our pauldrons off. I promise we're not stripping any other clothes off. As much as you fellas might want me to do that. Those of you that are like me, I promise you, if you see me dancing, you will be amazed. Alright, I'm level 51. There we go. Put that gem in. Put those 2 in. Right. Put that one in. And finally put that one in. And then we'll go sell those pauldrons. There we go. And like I was saying, I think now we go ahead and buy some pets. So let's head over to our friendly neighborhood salesman. And we have some options that I'm about. Well, the green raptor and the white chicken. And I'm looking at it. I'm not going to look forward to both. Nope, can't afford them both. Well, I am disappointed. And we can't buy pets anyone else either. Yeah. Well, I suppose one is better than none. And we're close to being able to buy another. Alright. We need collection. There we go. Pets. Wild beasts. 2. And once we hit 3, we'll be up to another 3% health. So that will be 15 total. So we need the little raptor, the fennec, yeah, and the rhino calf. One of those 3. And we need, what did the raptor give us? Increased damage. Okay. And hey, we get an achievement unlocked, Skilled Tamer. Nice. I am the collector of animals that are not called Pokemon. Alright, so I did say we're going to stay up for a session, or we're going to stay up past the YouTube video. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day as far as the video, but we'll stay on. Again, if you'd like to group with me, we can certainly do that. Have a nice day, guys. Everybody, peace out and later.